Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Stellaris. So I'm still trying to contend with a large energy credit deficit. Now, taking a look at my Empire stats here, I did find this modifier here, and it says inefficient planet management, which is giving me a 10% reduction in energy credits empire-wide. And I really honestly don't know what inefficient planet management means. Again, I suspect it's because of this, and we're just not seeing the actual pop-up yet. In any case, I should have... Where is my science vessel? It's just kind of... Is it in between locations? There it is. All right. You're going to come over here, and you're going to actually come over here and survey this system. And my military fleet is jumping into here to take care of the crystalline entities that are over there. I do have enough influence to do something with my other science ship. I could reduce the size of this fleet again, which may help. For now, I think I'm just going to let time pass here.
Complete.
All right. All right, so just rival stuff. No big deal. I do have space station-y type stuff going on. I did get a message from over here. So they got solar panels. I don't know if this helps me or if it just helps them. Kind of hard to tell where the maintenance goes towards. All right, we're good over here. I think in this territory, everywhere either had one or was building one. Yeah, they're building things on their own without me telling them to. It was mostly that one area where they were just not building the space stations, and it's still in progress. No. You're not going to build that. You're going to build a solar panel array. That's much better. Okay. We need to do the same on their other... Okay, so they're doing it. That's good. Makes me happy. If they want to do the other stuff, they can do that. They just have to upgrade the spaceport. I'm not going to do that, though. Not right now. And speaking of which, let's just take a look at the sectors and how they're doing. So, energy credit-wise, everyone's still on the low side, which is why I'm telling them to emphasize that. Another problem I noticed when I was looking through things is I do have a faction here that wants independence. Now, there's really no support for this, but it could build up over time. So let's take a look at what we can do about it. So, we could grant independence, which would take care of that. We could suppress media, which it doesn't allow me to do. And the reason I can is because I don't have the energy credits, and it does cost influence to do as well. There's no reason to do this, though, as they don't have any support. Or I could bribe the leaders, which takes more influence, and it's pretty much the same thing. So I can reduce the support. Well, right now, support is 0%. But if I look over here, we see that the support has a may gain 0.9% per month. Or it's a chance to gain 10% support every month, and that chance is 0.9%. That's kind of weird the way that they say that. So that might be a problem in the future, but right now the chance of that building up is low, and hopefully we can get their happiness up so that they stop wanting that to happen. I'm kind of curious what happens when that gets to a high enough level, if we have to fight it off or what. Alright, so these guys should be hopping in soon. And this colony hasn't yet established. Okay. So I'm going to tell these guys to come bop these guys.
Construction complete.
Alright. So somebody recalled a embassy.
Hostile fleet engaged.
We did have something finish over here, which I believe was the upgrade to the Betharian reactor, which is why we have more energy credits now. And still don't have a population point here. Oh, that's because we have 0 food production. It will eventually pop, though, so what I'll do is I'll do that. How about that? And then at least it's getting worked. I'll wait for other things. And over here, we're about done replacing this guy, and then we're going to be working on upgrading over here. This is taking seemingly forever to do. And how is the strategic resources? So we still have 2 Betharian. And I'm going to tell it to upgrade here when we get a chance. Right now we're working on the power hub. And how is our research going? So we're 1 month away here and 4 months away here. I'm hoping once we get that tech, that penalty to our empire go away. I think that is a bug, though.
Situation log updated.
Okay. That's killed. Let's have you just come over here. That will probably trigger them all, but I don't...
established.
All right.
Research complete.
The monthly influence energy credits. Let's see if that is stacked now. If it's a stacking... Actually, we need to click here. Yeah, no, see that? We were getting that penalty when we shouldn't have been. This minus 10%, we shouldn't have been getting that when we were getting it. So that was bullcrap and definitely a bug. And they did just do an update, so that's clearly a bug they don't know anything about at the moment. Okay, so we have the point defense. I can upgrade the physics lab. I can get better shields, which is something we probably want to do considering that that is something that Gethmar likes as far as modifiers go. We can upgrade our hyperdrive system. We can get energy weapon damage modifiers, and that's just an Empire modifier, so that'd be nice. And then we have this resource, which I think we've seen a couple times now. Well, I'm going to grab shields because we have the modifier, and shields are always nice anyway. And that means I think it's time to redesign our ships. So I'm going to come out and do that now. So ship designer, starting with a Corvette. I could have swore we did some progress toward a UV laser, but obviously not. All right, so the red shard thrower has armor penetration, and medium it does 18 to 32, and the red laser does 13 to 18. So this definitely does more damage, but with its cooldown. All right, so the damage is definitely greater, but the power usage... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong lasers here. So it's actually not that big of a difference. And the power usage is half, so I would keep the blue lasers. But definitely we're going to upgrade the point defense, as that should be more useful. And then go over into these systems. So we should have better armor. And we also have... Everything else is pretty much the same. We don't have better hyperdrive. Oh, we do have better thrusters now. That's right. And better sensors. So Should need more power now, but that's simple enough. We'll just upgrade one of our reactors. There we go. I'd actually prefer it if I could get rid of one of these reactors, but it doesn't look like that will be the case. Alright, so slightly upgraded Corvette. I think we're going to see more upgrades with our bigger ships. So we'll save that one on up. And we didn't gain the other travel type, which is unfortunate. I kind of expected it, but I guess we didn't happen. All right, so weapons-wise, again, I think we're good, other than we need to upgrade. Oh, we didn't have a point defense on this? That was an oversight. So we'll get rid of that. I should have had a point defense on here. That was a mistake. I think weaponry-wise, we're good, and we need better armor. So we'll upgrade that. And we don't need any more power, of course, until we upgrade the engines and the sensors. And then all we're going to need to do is upgrade this guy. It actually gives us more power than we need. But unfortunately, I don't think there's any way of getting around that. Alright, so that's good here. And let's do the cruiser now. So, cruiser. Again, we're going to want better point defense. And that is consuming more power for us. And we also want our better armor. Power-wise, though, it's going to be a little bit of a problem. We might have to get rid of some of our shields. But let's go ahead and upgrade the armor. And we'll get rid of some of the shields here. Alternatively, I don't really know a way around this. So what we might do is that. There we go. We get rid of some of the shields to balance everything out. Oh. Hold on. We need to upgrade a lot of this stuff, so we're going to need more power. We don't have a... So we want fire rate and weapon damage up. Yep. Alright, so the cruiser definitely needed upgrading. And we're going to need to upgrade that. And we'll probably just need a small... There we go. Alright. So that guy is good to go. And this fleet that's back here, minus the science ship. How many science ships do I have? I have 3. I don't need 3. So we'll get rid of this guy. Actually, should have done that a while ago. And the fleet is going to upgrade. So their strength is at 1800 right now. We'll see how much that improves once they've done the upgrade. And these guys, my fleet down here, I really don't know what to do with them. I don't know if I should upgrade them or not. Because it would replace the tech that I can't personally build. Right now, I'm not going to. I'm going to hold off, but kind of a bummer. I was just seeing if there was a way. Yeah, never mind. I have a feeling, though, this would improve the combat strength if I did that. Take a look at one of these guys. So, pretty much they're using level 2 weapons. Level 1 point defense, which we could upgrade, and the shields are old tech. Yeah, I think we need to upgrade this stuff. It's unfortunate we're going to lose out on the warp drive, but I think we need to upgrade. All right. And combat should be commencing soon. Oh, and these guys are established, so we can start doing things with them. First thing we're going to want to do is build a spaceport, so we can get some energy credits squeezed out of them. And the robot is working food. Well, does food matter for robots? No. So instead, what you're going to do is you're going to come over here, and you're going to work that. Oh, except it wants me to work this regardless. That's kind of a bummer. I kind of wonder if it's a big deal if I leave that go or not. Because the food production does absolutely nothing for a robot population. But you know what? We'll just stick them there for now. And we'll build more droids in the future. I can't afford it right now. Matter of fact, speaking of affording it, I probably should talk to the Betharians again. You know what? We'll talk to the turtles this time. And I will give them minerals for energy credits. So I would like about 300. I'll give you there you go. All right, that helps. Wonder what my ally's up to over here. Oh, and I was gonna get another scientist. So let's go to leaders. And I'm gonna grab another scientist. We can only do one more leader though, so that's kind of a bummer. And none of these are really jumping out at me as being spectacular. And they're all a little bit on the old side. If I were to grab one, I'd grab this guy, though. And we'll come over and we'll grab Science Ship that's currently not doing anything. And assign it a leader. And have it come in here. Put you on passive. Is that their jump distance? So if I told them to come over here, research project, you'd have to take a couple jumps to do it. It looks like that's the case.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete. Hostile fleet engaged.
All right. Are my allies coming in here to help me? Or are they in here for their own purposes? I'm not really sure.
Ships upgraded.
Looks like they're attacking over here regardless of what I'm doing.
Situation log updated.
Okay. All right. As soon as we get that research, that modifier should go away, though.
Hostile fleet engaged.
No, I don't want the debris. I want to go into the planet. Screw you.
Construction complete.
Yeah, so they're coming in and doing that fight on their own. It looks like they're coming and intervene on this fight, though, which means I won't get the debris if they intervene.
Situation log.
Oh, no, I got it anyway. I think they were a little late on intervening. Okay, you minus the science ship, are going to come and repair your fleet. And once you're done with that, you're going to upgrade, but I have to have you repair first. And the science ship, I'm going to go ahead and queue up this research project and then this research project. All right.
Research complete.
All right, good. So let's get the new research. I would like the one that has the leaders. Unfortunately, I don't think I will. So leader capacity, leader pool size. I kind of like that one. Habitability with this structure, I'm assuming. No, this is just an empire modifier. That would be very nice. And then we have some tile blockers and then arid world. Well, habitability is good because it affects the happiness cap. Leader pool size is good too, as well as the capacity, and it allows me a edict as well, which increases happiness. Might be a good thing. Both of these techs would be good. The one I really wanted, though, is the one that allows other species to have leaders in my empire. All those times we ignored it before, now it's applicable. We don't get it. I'll go ahead and go for this one, though, as I think it's something we need now. Although, I could... yeah, we'll do that one. Okay. And it looks like the energy credit crisis is over because we don't have a massive 10% penalty empire-wide. Yeah, that's a definite bug. I am pretty confident that that's a bug. All right, so let's go ahead and upgrade things that we can upgrade. Now that we can. And just seeing if there's anything else that we didn't upgrade that we could have. I guess we could upgrade this guy. And what do we need? We still need physics, so we'll go with that. And this population point will pop out a little time from now, so I think we can wait a little bit longer. And then the build-up over here should deal with some of my... Oh. Okay, yeah, so you're working on that. I might work on another Betharian plant right here. So I'm going to build... Because we do have more strategic resources here. So we're going to be keeping a hold of this planet, which is here. It's pretty much this planet and this planet are definites that we will always have within our empire just because of how big they are and how many energy credit resources they can give us. So, as I said, I'm going to build a Betharian power plant. And I might even put another one over there. All right. And you, construction ship, can start doing things again. So you go over here and do the observation post first. And we had another construction ship somewhere. There it is. I guess come over here and get this research station done. We definitely have things that we are not taking advantage of right now. So it looks like we have some minerals we could pick up. And we have another construction ship somewhere that is not doing anything. There it is. And we have most everything taken care of in this area. So it's mostly stuff in here that we need. So we're going to build mining stations because we can get that energy credit resources, which would be nice. All right. Now we've got progress. So we might as well speed things up. And this...
Debris analyzed.
Now, we didn't gain a lot of combat strength with the upgrade here. I think it was at 1800. So we gained about 100. So not a big deal, but slightly better. I think we need better power if we're really going to benefit. All right, so we got physics and society research from that debris. So there's nothing as far as tech to collect, I think, from that.
Anomaly found.
All right, we have a anomaly. We're going to leave it be for now. And we'll do that once the survey's done.
Construction complete.
All right. So they're done repairing. So now it's time to upgrade. It'll make a bigger difference for this fleet because they have 2 cruisers. Out of curiosity, how many cruisers do you have? You have 1. What I might do now that this guy... we upgraded them. Let's see what they look like now. All right, so they're using the same tech we're using now. Now that this fleet has upgraded, what I'm thinking about doing is actually splitting it in 2, rather than have 3 fleets, because I can't really have admirals in all 3 fleets. Might be a good idea to just split them between the 2. On the other hand, I have a fleet in every corner. I have a fleet down here, I have a fleet up here, and I have a fleet over here. So maybe it's okay to have those 3 fleets. I guess I'll keep it as it is.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
All right. So we're still working over here. All right, so this guy is going to pop out soon. So I'm going to go ahead. I do have to think about the future here, though, and the fact that I'm going to need more food. So I'm going to upgrade this. Is there anywhere else I could have upgraded? So upgrading here would cost 200. I'd rather do that on test because I have yet to do that, I don't think. Yeah. And over here, we could upgrade because we have enough going on here. Oh, I could upgrade this. Might as well. And over here, we're still working on the spaceport. Oh, and I have never cleared the blockers on this planet. And this should be the one that has the blocker clearer guy, so let's start queuing them up. And clear. I think I was mostly waiting for the resources to do that.
Debris analyzed.
Oh, and speaking of resources, we can also, on this planet, get ourselves another robot population. So, build another droid. Take a while for him to pop out. But when the droid has popped out, I might actually build a power plant here and then shift him over. And we got some more debris. Construction ship isn't doing anything. And that was for the research observation point, I mean. So let's do that. Now, I'm very curious here, because we have a colony in this system. If we were to enlighten these guys, what would it do? So right now, they're at an Iron Age, so they're pretty far away. We could give them technological enlightenment. That would cost us energy credits and society research, but we could make them a spacefaring race. Alternatively, we could do aggressive observation, which may have negative side effects on the population itself, like they might become xenophobic and things like that. Or I could just do passive observation. Well, what I'm thinking about, because we have a colony in here, I think it would be probably right to do the aggressive observation for now. So it gives us a lot more society research. And We may eventually enlighten them, but we just have to keep in mind that it's possible that this will have negative consequences because we're effectively abducting the population of this planet. I think there's also another race over here, and this might be a better candidate for enlightenment because it's not actually within our a system that we have, a planet. I really don't know what would happen if they were enlightened, because I think if you enlighten somebody, they become an independent empire. Maybe they become your vassal. So it's possible we would lose this territory. I'm not actually sure how that works. I've never seen a system that has two different nations owning a planet in it.
Construction complete.
All right. I'm going to slow it down a little bit here so I can keep an eye on things. This fleet looked like it gained about 100 as well.
Survey complete.
Okay, so both of our science ships don't have anything to do, so we'll tell this guy to survey the system. And this guy. And let's just see what captain it is. Reglor, okay. Can do the anomaly. That is a decent risk, though. But that is the highest level scientist we have, so we'll do it. I mean, again, it's a chance of failure. We have ancient mining drones over there. Now, this is a... Why is this tropical world so habitable? Normally... Oh, it's habitable for the other race. So it's giving me an indicator of what the other race would like as well. That's interesting. So we haven't surveyed it, so we don't get any real idea about it. So we can spread out that race. Well, I don't want to do that right now because I think they're fairly unhappy. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at factions and that progress. So they still have 0% support. And there's 5 population supporters, so that hasn't really changed. What about their attitude, though? Are they happier? Are they less happy? All right, so some of the population is less pissed at me. Oh, or maybe the bar is misleading here, because it still says 20%. Yeah, that bar is misleading. Looks like the recently conquered modifier is the biggest one, and that should probably take care of it. I just don't know how long that modifier lasts. I don't know if there's a way of me telling that. In any case, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.